Hey guys, we're back out at my farm today. It's a little bit breezy, so if there's occasional wind noise, I apologize. But we really wanted to get this video to you because we keep getting asked over and over again, how do you dial your scope to make hits at long range? And that's a multifaceted answer that has Strelok or any ballistic program involved. It's got a quality optic, a quality rifle. We're going to take you through the process and show you what we do. Now, because of the wind, I'm not saying I'm going to hit every single one of these, but I promise you the distance corrections will be awesome. So our first target is right out here. We're going to range it. That's the first thing you got to do. And you need a good rangefinder. I'm using a SIG Kilo 2000. You can use whatever you want as long as it's reliable. And I am actually going to screen record for you guys the Strelok. So I'll put it right up here on the video while you're watching. And 57 yards was the range I got. So it's saying I need to come up 1.4 MOA. So we're gonna go to our top turret here. This is in MOAs, they're just units. One, they're not saying one click, they're saying the number one. So 1 MOA, and it was 1.4. So sometimes you have to make a choice between 1.5 or 1.25. I chose 1.5 for this. I'm gonna kick on the scope cam and we're gonna engage a soda can down there. Hopefully hit it, and then we're gonna range the next target, which is about 100 yards, and go from there. And we're gonna explain what we're doing every step of the way. So this is a wildcat bottle cap version, shooting pellets. Let's see what happens. Impact, like it when it goes that way. So we were sighted in for 57 yards now because we made this adjustment. Let's go to the next target and range that. I've got 102 best I can figure. So we're gonna come down here and get my screen going for you guys again. 102 yards. Now it's calling for 13.4 up. So that's gonna be a whole big adjustment here. We're going all the way around to 13. And again, it said 0.4, I'm choosing 0.5. And now we're going all the way out to 102 yards. With pellets, not sure I'm gonna hit, but we are going to take a shot at it. And hopefully you can see the splash if I miss left or right. All right, and this just to the right, didn't need that much wind. Impact.
Just to the right, didn't need that much wind.
So that's the way you would do it if you weren't using scope stickers, right? So if you have scope stickers, you would do this homework ahead of time and then just dial to the yardage, which is what we like to do on our hunting guns. But the way that you get those scope stickers is you go out to your zero distance, let's say it's 50 yards, and then I like to put a target out every 10 yards for your initial gathering. And so you'll have one at 60. If you shoot at it with a 50-yard zero, you're gonna hit a little low. Come up, when it starts hitting the exact bullseye like you want, let's say it's 1 MOA, you put your 60-yard sticker on the 1 MOA mark. And then the same thing for 70. Let's say you have to dial up to 2.5 to get it to hit perfect for a target sat out at 70. You would put your 70-yard sticker at 2.5, and so on and so on and so on. You can do this all the way out to 400 yards if you like. If you want to use a ballistic calculator, it can save some of that work for you. We have a great video on Strelok. I'm gonna put it in the description so you can go watch that for how to set it up and how to actually utilize the features. Right now, we're gonna swap to a gun that actually has the scope stickers on, and I'll show you how much faster target engagement can be, because we're not gonna need to use my Strelok anymore. So give us a second, we'll swap out guns, see you in a bit. All right guys, so we have swapped over to one of my favorite guns in the whole wide world. This is my PRS setup. 25 cal Zans, 41 grain Zan slugs, going at 942 feet per second out of Saber rail. I mean, this thing is locked up, weighted, one of the best guns I own. And it's got the most simple thing you can do, these scope stickers. This is what I was talking about before. So before we had to refer to our ballistics app every time, and you still might want to do that as the seasons change or if you have a big change in elevation. But here at my home farm, everything's pretty consistent. I know that, you know, unless we have a 30-degree change, these stickers out to 160 yards are still going to be really close, if not perfect. So again, what'll happen is I'll range it, dial up so that the sticker itself is on the indicator, and that's how I'll determine the distance that I need to dial up. So I'm not thinking in MOAs anymore. It's a beautiful thing because it's fast. I have a feeling you got some wind noise on that one, but that's okay.
Well, it's windy today.
Yeah, we're doing what we can.
This is all.
So I'll grab a magazine. All right, so once again, we'll range that can on the right. 57 yards. Almost have to dial nothing because that's pretty much my zero. And there's the can. You ready, bud?
Yeah, man.
Okay, no surprise there. Now we're gonna go out to 102 yards. So Norm, come over here.
Yep.
So 70, 80, 90, 100. Now I have 100 and I have 110. So I'm gonna go just a couple clicks to get to about 2 out of the 10 yards because it's 102. So just a little past 100, not even halfway to 110. All right? Now can focus here. All right. 102 yards. Hit. All right, so now we just got to try and get a good range on the next one. All right, that's giving me some difficulty because it's flat ground, but I'm getting 127. So we'll see what happens. And if I miss, because I got a bad range or I made a bad wind call, that's fine. I'm gonna follow through on the gun, watch for an impact dust signature, and then correct off of that. Hopefully you guys can see that in the scope cam with me. Here we go. Okay, that range was fine.
Yeah.
Good wind call too. So now we're gonna go up onto that hillside. There's 2 cans out there. Wow, that's a lot further than I thought it was. That's 228 yards.
Is it?
When I was setting this up, I was trying for like a $160, but the terrain kind of gets weird. So we're gonna have to go back to our Strelok, because I only do 1 rotation of stickers, because when you get out this far, now the weather, the barometric pressure, all that stuff really starts to matter. So I'm gonna open up Strelok. What did I say, 227?
Yep.
227. I have to change the gun that I'm using to my PRS gun. 227 in this weather. It's asking for 36.4 up. So we're gonna come up here now. Instead of paying attention to these scope stickers, we're gonna go back to using the MOA, the actual white writing on the scope, right? So 1 revolution is 20, and it's asking for 36.4. So now around the 10, that's 36.4. Okay, I hope that made sense. If not, tell me in the comments and I'll try and clarify it. And now, some serious wind on scope cam off a tripod. We'll try and make some hits.
It's right under that tall tree.
All right, you good, bud?
I'm ready.
Okay, just high right. Still. Oh man, wind's picking up. There it goes.
There it goes.
Try and get the next one. Hit.
Nice.
So it did take me a few to correct, but keep in mind it's pretty windy out here. All right, you guys, my wife's actually watching my vodka still, so I can be out here with Norm doing this. But I have one more target I'd like to hit. It's at 303 yards. Strelok called for 58.25 up. So we're gonna give this a shot. I got scope cam going.
Where is that one located about?
So that's, do you see that wooden structure?
Yep.
It's down and to the right of that a little bit.
Down and to the right of the wooden structure. Okay, I got it zoomed in.
I'm sorry, it's down and just barely to the left.
Okay, I got it zoomed in the center, so.
Yeah, we'll see if we can see any impacts here. Oh my god, you feel that wind?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we have to wait a second for that. Oh! That is so close, dude.
There you go. I can see it in here too, bud. How far was that?
303 yards off a tripod in this wind.
Good shooting,
Just
brother.
give me a little shot with my baby right here.
Good shooting, buddy. I'll tell you what, guys, at RMAC next year for PRS, be careful.
This is the gun coming out for sure.
Yeah, it is.
And that's just a soda can. So I mean,
Do you see how many? Show them how many revolutions you just turned that.
yeah. So, so that's a good point. So it was up at 58 and a quarter. So basically a full one, a full one, and a full one.
That's crazy,
And then it
man.
hits zero stop, which, guys, if you're going to play this game, if you're going to shoot long range and you want some consistency, you must have a good optic, a good rifle, and a good rangefinder. If you don't have those three things, it's not even worth trying. It's just be so frustrating. So my choice for this kind of stuff is the Element Nexus. I wind this thing like crazy and it comes back to zero every single time. The glass is nice and clear. I mean, you'll see through the scope cam, but remember, that's being degraded by a $200 camera through a prism. You take that off with your naked eye, I mean, it's just
Oh, it's gorgeous.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously, NFX impact for this kind of shooting. I mean, you're not going to get long-range capability like this with anything else. And the best ammo, Zan slugs, 41 grains. Not even holding that much wind in a situation like this is kind of nuts.
But even the tripod itself.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's shooting 300 some
this is
yards with an air gun.
$800 tripod from Field Optics that we got from Utah Air Guns. I mean, the list goes on. The Saber Tactical rail that's not only holding my weights, but, you know, keeping the barrel clamped. All that is to say that this is literally a combination of the best things on the product. I'm not using them right now because it's on the tripod, but the Accutax, it's literally the best stuff on the planet. However, you don't need that if you just want to know how to dial out to, like, let's say 100 yards. You know what I mean? There's a lot of guns that are capable of 100-yard accuracy on a can or a squirrel. And there's a lot of optics that are a lot cheaper. Like, for instance, even with Element, their Helix, you know, you're going to come in at 500 instead of 1700, or, you know, there's ways to get around it, but you still have to get up to a certain echelon of greatness to actually have your system perform. And you got to be able to tune it correctly, which we have videos on that too. If you have an air gun and you want to tune, go back and watch those. But what I just described with the scope stickers and the way to use a Ballistics app and put it onto a scope without scope stickers, that works on everything. It doesn't have to be an air gun. I mean, that's how we shoot, you know, 1,500 yards with our 300 Remington Ultra Mag. It's how I shoot 1,000 yards with my 308. So it's all very, very valuable information no matter what platform you're going to be on. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. And if you have any questions at all, put it down in the comments. And I just want everyone to see my cameraman's back, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
So we miss you guys. Love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Out.
3, 2.
Done.
Done.